What made a customer become a legend at our restaurant? We had a manager named Vincent who was notorious for his ridiculous no substitutions, no exceptions policy. I mean, he wouldn't let you change anything on the menu, even if you had allergies. Everyone who worked there dreaded dealing with Vincent because he treated both staff and customers like garbage. Vincent would stand behind the bar with his arms crossed, slicked back hair gleaming under the lights, and lecture anyone who dared ask for modifications. This is a fine dining establishment, he'd sneer. If you want fast food customization, go to McDonald's. He'd humiliate customers in front of the entire restaurant if they questioned his rules. There was this regular customer we'll call Amanda. Amanda wasn't a troublemaker, but she had severe food allergies and always needed minor modifications to avoid ingredients that could literally kill her. She'd been coming to our restaurant for months, always polite, always tipped well, but Vincent seemed to take personal offense to her requests. Amanda had asked for simple substitutions 3 times that month. No nuts on her salad, dressing on the side, grilled chicken instead of fried. Each time, Vincent would loudly announce to the dining room that allergies are not our responsibility and force her to order something completely different or leave. She even brought in a medical alert card from her doctor explaining her severe tree nut allergy, but Vincent just rolled his eyes and said, "We're not a hospital cafeteria." He filed the card away and continued refusing her requests, making her feel like a nuisance every time she came in. By Valentine's Day weekend, the restaurant was packed and everyone was stressed. The kitchen was behind on orders, the dining room was noisy, and Vincent was in an especially foul mood. Amanda came in for her anniversary dinner with her husband, looking beautiful in a red dress, clearly hoping for a nice evening. About halfway through dinner service, Amanda politely asked our server if she could get the salmon without the almond crust because of her allergy. The server, knowing Vincent's rules, reluctantly went to ask. Vincent stormed out of the kitchen and marched over to Amanda's table. "Ma'am," he said loudly enough for nearby tables to hear, "I've told you before, we don't do modifications. Either order from the menu as written or find somewhere else to eat." Amanda's husband looked embarrassed, and other diners were starting to stare. Amanda waited a moment, visibly uncomfortable, then tried again. "Vincent, I've been coming here for 8 months. I just need the nuts removed because they could put me in the hospital. I'm not asking for anything complicated." Vincent crossed his arms. "The answer is no. Our chef doesn't have time to accommodate every little preference." Amanda looked around the restaurant, at the other customers watching, at her mortified husband, at the servers who clearly felt bad for her. Then she said calmly, "This is on you then." She pulled out her EpiPen, held it up for everyone to see, and deliberately took a bite of the almond-crusted salmon. Within 30 seconds, Amanda's face started swelling. She began wheezing and struggling to breathe as her throat closed up. The entire restaurant went silent except for her labored breathing. She calmly injected herself with the EpiPen while maintaining eye contact with Vincent. "Call 911, she whispered hoarsely, "and when they ask what happened, tell them your manager refused to remove nuts from a dish for someone with a documented severe allergy." Then she collapsed. The restaurant erupted in chaos. Customers were screaming, servers were calling 911, and Vincent stood frozen in shock as he realized what had just happened. Amanda's husband was crying and holding her while we waited for paramedics. When the ambulance arrived, Amanda was conscious but still struggling to breathe. As they loaded her onto the stretcher, she looked directly at Vincent and said, "I hope it was worth your policy." The entire dining room watched in stunned silence as she was wheeled out. The story spread through social media overnight. Restaurant manager refuses allergy accommodation, customer nearly dies. The health department launched an investigation. Our corporate office got hundreds of angry calls, and 3 major food bloggers wrote scathing reviews. Vincent was fired the next day. Our corporate office issued a public apology and implemented a comprehensive allergy accommodation policy. Amanda recovered fully and became something of a local hero for exposing how restaurants can endanger customers with inflexible policies. She never came back to our restaurant, but every server who worked that night tells the story of the woman who was willing to risk her life to prove a point about basic human decency.